Number 9, question 9. Do I have any? Still the same, only participant. Okay. Number 9. Okay, it's asking you to prepare a balance sheet. Okay. So in my infinite ability to make things as simple as possible, let's just take all this, copy it, see if we can paste it in here. Base values makes it easy. There we go. We got that. We got that. Okay, now the super easy way of doing this, there's a couple of ways. Let's go ahead and build the balance sheet down here, and then we'll just move things to where it needs to be. So what we want is a company name, which is, what's the company name? Gregor company. Balance sheet. And as of December 31, XXX. Okay. So this is the header that you're going to have on there. We're going to have account balance. Let's just go ahead and put a little insert here. So we're going to move cash down to the asset side. Okay, we're going to have liabilities. And let's just put down equity over here. Give it some room. Okay. So we got cash there. The way I'm doing this is just moving things that I know that are easy over to one place or the other. Accounts payable is a liability, so we're just going to move that here. We're going to take notes payable, and we're going to move that into a liability as well. All right. We're going to take common stock and retained earnings, move that over to equity. There we go. Patents is going to be a intangible asset. They say they want a classified balance sheet. Prepare a classified balance sheet. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that as well. See, land and equipment. Let's just go ahead and move that down to this asset side. Land is going to be a long-term asset. So, and equipment is going to be more an operating asset. So we're going to have that up here, but we'll just keep it there. Move this one down a little bit. Okay. And then what else we have here? Oops. Silver mine. That is going to be like an asset, a long-term asset. So we'll move that since it's production of ongoing value. We'll put it up here. Ooh, what else we have? We have goodwill. That's a intangible. So we'll put that there. And let's see, accumulated depreciation, equipment. So we're going to put that. Let's see, let's move things around a little bit. Let's put equipment up here. Accumulated depreciation right underneath it for now. Land doesn't have depreciation, so we'll give it some space. There we go. We have depreciation for silver mine is right there. And we have accumulated amortization for the patents. Okay. So we'll put that right here. Okay. Now we have all the accounts where we need them. So let's go ahead and delete this stuff. Bring this all up just so I can keep track of what I have and don't have. Okay. And let's just spread this all the way across. I like to do this good old-fashioned way, my way, which is aligning across. So I can always add or subtract things without any problems. When you merge things, you create a little bit of a problem for yourself. So I just do that. And let's make these a good old, let's see, let's make the company one bold. All the rest is fine. Let's put a little, you don't have to do this. I'm just having fun right now. Format cells again. So let's do the border. Let's do a thick border on the bottom. Okay, there we go. And we can bring this, cozy this up. We can put like a bold there, and a bold there, and a bold there. Okay, so now we have to classify this. Well, these are easy. These are due in 9 years. This is a long-term asset and long-term liability. I don't know how they're going to have these. So this is current liabilities. Right, so italics, and this is long-term. Okay, that's that. You have your common stock, you have your retained earnings, that's all good. Let's just do a total liabilities here. I'm doing the easy parts first. So this is a sum of all this, right? That's easy. And let's just keep these. Let's do, there's no zeros on these, so let's just go ahead and put that rounded there. Okay, total equity. There's some there, right? Total liabilities and equity equals equity plus the liabilities. Okay, so we should match 77,700 over here. Now, let's just go ahead. Let's do one more thing. Let's just add a little space in here. Insert another one. Let's make this a little smaller column width. Let's call that 2. Okay, we can all keep it in here. Let's go ahead and put the cash right there. Equipment. Let's do a net equipment. Total net equipment. Okay, that's going to be the equipment minus the depreciation, or actually you can do this more as like a plus the depreciation and then just show the depreciation as a negative. Okay, silver mine, we can do the same thing. Total net silver mine, we can make this a minus, and this is going to be equals the sum of these, right? We can keep land separate and just move the value over. And then let's just go ahead and make these all two-step. They may not ask for this in the other one, but it's intangible assets. And we're going to make that. Oh, patents is right here. Let's insert this. Put this up here. Make it a negative. I'll separate it out. So this would be net patent, total net patent, something like that. So equals that number plus that. And just move it over. Let's put goodwill over here. And let's just do total assets, which should now equal the sum of all this. Question is not. There we go. We got it right. That one's the same as this one. Okay, so we have our basic setup here, right? We know kind of a little bit of everything where it needs to go. So let's see what they did on this example. Okay. Well, they had it all kind of like in a straight line instead of separated out, but that's okay. So they had current assets. Oh, I didn't do that here. I should have done that. Current assets would have been all of everything down to here. All right, so let's just make a little room for that. Let's just go ahead and bring this down too. All right, so this would have been a current asset. Current assets. This would be long term. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to identify equipment and silver mine as long-term assets. My guess is they will, because they cycle for a longer period than 1 year. So let's just go ahead and put this down here, and let's assume silver mine and equipment. All this is long-term. So let's move this up here. And they may have a total for it. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I think those are all the long-term assets, and then you have the intangibles. Okay, so cash. Well, they call it plant assets. Okay, that's fine. So you get equipment, you got your silver mine, and you got your land for a total plant assets, and you have your intangibles, which are plants. Okay. Net patents. I didn't do an intangible total, but that's what you would do here. And then your total assets of 77,700. Accounts payable is your current. Notes payable is your long-term, which I did. Common stock and retained earnings. So that is basically how you put this together. All right. We just need totals in here for plant assets. Total plant assets equals some these numbers. All right. And then you would also do a total here for total intangibles. Equals some of that. Okay, and you have to change this, but let me change it after. Just make this a bold as well. Total plant assets is a bold. This is called plant assets and current assets. We have to put a total in here as well. So let's move all this down. See if we still get the right number. Current assets. Of course, it's the same. That's fine. Okay, so now we should be able to just pick up the main numbers: total plant, total current. Let's make this bold so I keep it in my mind. Plant assets, intangible assets, net patents, intangibles. Okay, so now this should be equal to the intangibles plus the plant plus the current. Oops. 77,700. Okay, there you go. Let me know if you have any questions on this one, which was number 9. Let me just document this 823.